What's up, Zeds? How you doing? Oh, Messenger, what's up? How are you guys? do, 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 do. It's getting cold out. I can feel it coming in. Some heat. Turn on a little heat. Peace and love from Arizona. How's it going? Just a little bit compared. I still got a t-shirt on, and yeah, when I say cold, it ain't the same. It ain't the same as you guys. Probably 50 degrees in here. Maybe not that cool. I keep the house cool. The house stays cold. It never warms up this time of year. So it's nice and sunny and warm outside. It's just a little cold inside. Chilly in Tennessee. Now that's probably more, you're saying cold. Cheers, everybody. Good to see you guys. You ran out of firewood already? That sucks. Oh, man. Wow. And you only have a stove. Is it extra cold? It's My impression is it might be pretty cold around the country early this year. There's gonna be people having problems if it gets to be a bad winter, especially the ones that burn wood for their heat. Peace and love from Arizona. Prayers to my friends in Tennessee. Anybody who's struggling with heat. Shit, yeah, it's freaking cold. It don't get that cold at night here. So when it gets really cold, it might start hitting below freezing. Yeah, so it's pretty good that way. It might be a little warm in the summer if you don't want 100 degrees, but in this winter it's relatively warm. I mean, it's part of why I moved here is the temperature for sure. But I was, not north coming south. I was in Phoenix moving north, getting the hell out of the heat. Shit, yeah, radiant heaters. Mm. Electric heat is probably, depends where you live, more than propane. And depending on where you live, propane could be more. Both of them are pretty expensive anymore. Anyway, I have to just do all electric, and the house is all electric, and the heat is all electric. But I don't run the whole house heater. I keep that off. It's a heat pump anyway, and it doesn't run that good when it gets pretty cold anyway. I don't know. Plus, it just sucks up the electric bill. But during the winter is when I save money on my electric because the air conditioning sucks up my electric bill. And during the winter, I let it get cold because I don't want to spend $200 a month or more, both on heating and cooling. I'll do it $200 a month for my air conditioning. I'll do that. Yeah, I remember you telling me. Oh, you're originally from Truckee, so I think maybe. Did I tell you I used to go to Lake Tahoe? I've been to Lake Tahoe 100 times when I lived in the Sacramento Valley. I always came up to Lake Tahoe. Truckee. I'm pretty familiar with Truckee. Used to buy my chains in Truckee, or you could rent them too. I'm talking way, or I don't know. I'm talking about 1980, 82. John P. Brother, what's up, my friend? Light it up. I know, I'm just sitting here because I'm buzzed. You're lighting yours up. Oh, okay. I'm going to light it anyway. All right, Brian, what's up, take two? And Messenger, what's up, brother? Now that works too, yeah. That shit works. And you sealed your house up real nice. I almost might do something like that, but I'm not going to go to that length. I got a lot of windows. 10. I think there's 10 windows. So, and I did already spend the money way back and replaced them all. So they're pretty tight. I don't have any draft like I used to. House is really tight, which is very important. All right, Brian. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Peace and love from Arizona. How's it going? And I replaced both doors, so they're fairly airtight. I can hear the whoosh as I open the door, which is a beautiful thing. Oh my God, I lived all my life in a drafty house. And I had already thought back in, I don't know, now what, 6, 7 years ago, that the government was going to make you do it. I thought they were going to make us do it. So, or they were going to, fine you if you didn't, all that crap. And so that could still happen. Who knows what the hell they'll do? Rubbernecker, what's up? Yeah, you know Rubbernecker. She's awesome. She's awesome. All right, Messenger. Good work, my friend. Was it really that coincidental, Zeds? Did I miss it? Good job, man. Good job calling up the devil. Calling up the devil. Rubbernecker. The devil. Zeds, why you do that? He's spooking me up. Ah, it's awesome. It's cool, man. We're on the same plane. Cheers, everybody. Who else should we call up? Call from the dead. If anybody had a choice, or whatever, who would you call up from the dead? Who you want to talk to? Who you want to talk to? What would you say or ask? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember that from last time. Really, um, she got you to come over, and I appreciate Rubbernecker, and because you're cool, Zeds, and I'm hanging out with you once now, but I thought you were pretty cool. What's up? That's your mom. Yeah. Brian, what do you mean? Might be the hits if you get out of line. Because things changed a little bit. And then I don't have any more warnings if there's a flag or copyright. So here we are. Things change in the world all the time. Kareem, how you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. Anybody want to drop a link? Drop your links, everybody. Let's share the love. Share the love now. How you doing today? Peace and love from Arizona. Where's my ball? It's right there. So I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes, and now I'm smoking roll your own. Only American Spirit is strictly tobacco and water, and I've got 2 more packs, and I'll be off of cigarettes by the end of 1 or 2 packs. 1 or 2. And I already got rid of my big coffee cups. No more 32-ounce coffee cup. And I might have a couple more coffees here in the next few days, but I'll be giving that up as an effort to give up the cigarettes. I've been here before. All right. I mean, I feel like I'll have a good start already. At least I know once I give up the coffee, I don't smoke as much. So I'm going to do it again. I'm doing it again. And, not going to use nicotine vape. I tried to use nicotine vape. In lieu of what I'm doing this time is just going to use rolling tobacco for a little while. And yeah, nicotine vapes made me sick. I definitely highly recommend. Don't bother. Don't go over there. I mean, people get used to it, but nah, man, it's making me sick. Shit went straight into my head in a really bad way. Made my head feel bad. Like really, I don't know. Like I couldn't think straight and shit. Like it hurt to think. And then I felt like I had the flu. So, but eventually you keep smoking them, you get over those side effects. But I don't know, man. What the hell's that? Anyway, I know some of you people smoke them. I guess you got over it. And I tried for, I don't know, 18 days until I went back to cigarettes. My mom went in the hospital and I started smoking cigarettes again. Hey, Messenger is right on. And then I've not even had that issue with coffee. I can give it up anytime. I drink a little bit here, drink a little bit there. But I'll say that when I was drinking a lot of coffee, man, that was messing me up. That messed me up. So I know better now. I'm talking about physically, health wise. And I wasn't drinking enough water, which goes hand in hand. Coffee does not replace the water. I think I proved it because my health went bad. So yeah, and then I'll be not drinking coffee. I'll be drinking water, and I drink a lot of water, but I'll just be drinking water. I don't drink anything else anyway. But if you drink coffee, you're not drinking water. It, it's a resistance, you could say. Man, money. Oh. I mean, oh my God. If you don't have much money, you can't drink. It just costs too much anymore. But I could say the same thing about cigarettes too. Man, I saw one can of beer. It was like maybe a fancy beer, I guess, but 3.50, $3.50 for one 12-ounce can from somewhere in Arizona, I think, some microbrew. Like what? I put it back down. I'm like ah. No, I haven't drank beer in a while. Well, I could say a long time. It's hard to say. I drink occasionally anyway. Um, Ever since that Bud Light thing, beer got even more expensive, except Bud Light. But all the other people took advantage of that, it seems like. Hey, Corey! Peace and love, brother. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Anybody want to drop a link? Drop links if you want to share who you are. Everybody here knows you, Corey. Oh, Zed's. Check out Zed's place, too. Nobody really has to drop a link, right? Because you can all check each other out. But am I encouraging you guys check each other out? Yeah, somehow. Somehow. Just do it. Check each other out. Do. I know, bro. It's more expensive than beer and soda. I mean, I don't know. I have to say soda can be more expensive than beer, or it used to be. But maybe, yeah, beer's gone way up. Whatever happened to the $5 six pack? How long ago was that? How long ago? I don't think it was that long ago. Anyway, yeah, $20, man. If you're a 12-pack drinker, what the hell? $20 a day? Yeah, you better not be drinking anymore, man. I don't know how, if you're poor, how you can afford that. If you're rich, that might just be harder on yourself because, yeah, you just keep spending money on wine and drink 3 bottles a day. Nothing's gonna ever stop you. It won't be the money. It won't be the cost that gets to you. Which, like everything else, is probably why do they still sell 40s? Yeah, that's cool. Boy, yeah, back in the day, they had quarts, and then it got up to 40s. Quarts being 32. I think they still do. I go buy beer. I see it in the everywhere. I think you still get a 40, but I don't know. Because they might not want you to be able to buy a 40 again. So there you are. The government stepped in and said, nah, you can't do it anymore. You only can buy 12 ounces at a time. It might come to. Just saying, the government likes to think out of the box. If there's any way they can tax us higher. Get out of my life, government. I'll drink 6, 12 sodas. Yeah, they tax the shit out of soda. Or I'll drink 6 or 12 beers. And if I get too drunk, that's my problem. Are we at that point, Zed? I'm open to discussing if we have hit that point yet. Because I'm waiting, and you can say that about a few things pretty easily, I think. But man, yeah, are we gotten to that point yet? Everything's been doubled since we'll say right before COVID, or what point should we pick? So that'd be 2019 before COVID. All right, now I'm smoking a joint. Cheers, everybody. Looks just like my cigarette, but a little smaller. And it depends where you live. I would say, oh my God, definitely some places, like if you live in New York, California, and then name anywhere else, especially in the city, especially Democrat. Hold on, man, I got my mom calling me. Hello. right. Yeah, I'm talking to myself because I'm still talking to my mom, who wants to give up on everything, and now she's like, I don't want to bother with the dentist anymore. Cancel the appointment. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I ain't doing something that you've been needing to get done. So she said, call them, and she hangs up on me like I'll call them, and like I'm not gonna. There you go. I already told you I'm not gonna, so whatever. Yeah, I'm just following through with what I said. And yeah, because she needs to get in there. Are you kidding me? Hello? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, sure. Why, are they going to do it? Okay. Good. It's a good sign. She's taking control of her life. Doing the wrong things, but she's taking control. All right, we're good, huh? You want to go back as far as COVID? Yeah, so where would you start that from? I still think Bud Light's cheapest you can get. Yeah, I understood you, my friend. You wouldn't go that far back. I thought that'd be a good place to start because things got more expensive from there. Nobody wanted to buy, not nobody. People bought their beer. But some people wanted to raise a fuss over Dylan Mulvaney being transvestite selling beer. Which, now that I look back, really ain't that much a deal. But it was somewhat of an outrage. I mean, I look back and think, I didn't think it was that big a deal then, but it was a big deal. There was a lot that came out from it. And now I look back and I think, really, all that? Because am I forgetting something? But like he didn't say anything. It was just him advertising Bud Light. Weird times we live. Yeah, I don't really know, man. Like me, I'm like, yeah, I don't care. And I wasn't buying their beer anyway. It never really. I was such an outsider of all that. And I never had a problem with trans people. I already knew about them. Seen them when I went in Honolulu, had tons of them in 1981. And they're adults. That's not the issue. Any trans issue would just be we should do it to kids, and I'd say no. Period. Done. So yeah, it was a loud fiasco for. Oh my God, they got a trans guy to do the commercial. I can kind of remember another one that was kind of worse, only because of the message more so than just the representation. Weird times. Weird times. Well, you were a bud drinker. I used to be when I was younger, and then I moved into all kinds of beers, whatever. It just goes that way sometimes. Or you're dedicated to the one you like. I think everything changed for me when I drank Guinness. At Foster's, yeah. So I'm always looking for a good tasting beer. Oh, I totally agree with that, man. I totally. No, that's all woke agenda shit. And then yeah, we don't have to accept nothing we don't want to accept, including adults doing it. You know, we don't have to like it. Are you kidding me? So, you know, right. Zeds. And we don't care about them. Why are they putting it and making this like we should care about them? We never thought about them. We didn't talk about them. Nobody gives a damn what the hell anybody else is doing. Nobody gives a damn what anybody's doing. Was I sitting here thinking about, oh, I don't like what they're doing, and I'm gonna occupy my time and thought on what they're doing? There's tons of people doing weird shit. I'm not gonna even bother. Forget, you know. Like anyway, I tried not to notice. Is that asking too much if I don't want to notice it? You know? Is that too much to ask? Is that hatred? Come on, give me a break. I don't want to. It's like, So, do I have to be that open and accepting of what I used to think was like a sideshow? It's all sideshow Bob. Man, I like to talk. I like to ramble. When did we get over here? When did I take us over here? Because then I wonder, what am I talking about? And that's usually it's like I've already said enough. But you know, like I don't know. We can talk about all kinds of stuff. I could dig it up. Anyway, I got off my mom quick. Yeah, there you go. 'Cause I do a lot of talking about her. So if anybody's ever talking about people, you know they got rent in their head. You know, I mostly just tell you what I'm thinking about too. Bud Light took us there. No, I agree there, bro. So that's why they got the backlash. Who else got it? Target came out with uh, for children bathing suits that you could tuck yourself underneath between your legs because you don't want anybody to know you're a boy, or I guess they caught a bunch of shit, but that was easy for them. They just took it off the shelf. Said, oh, there's nothing wrong with what we did. Nothing wrong with what we did. We were not admitting to anything. We're just going to remove the things. And they tried to sweep it under the rug. And I still remember that one. That's the one I was trying to remember earlier. That was bigger than, you know. So, are you going to accept it or not? It doesn't matter because there's just more of them saying more things, showing up in more places on the news and TV and commercials. So, here we are. And that's the kind of culture change the communist people do. The communists do. And it's going to take 20, 30 years, but we're already here. We're talking about them. They exist more than ever. You So it works. It might take 20 or 30 years, like I said, but they started pushing the agenda, I mean, of other agendas into this agenda. Um, what was the agenda that they hijacked? Um, yeah, I'm talking about the government box, yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. They jumped into and stole the gay rights movement. Like, gay rights has to include them now. And then that's where they got a little foothold. And, yeah. They're just pushing the culture. Pushing the culture. So. And I'm going to talk about climate change stole the agenda and the platform of ecology. And nature preserve and all. So a lot of work was put in that was good work back in the days. Nature conservation, this, that, and the other, okay? And they hijacked it and turned it into this. So if you care about this, now you have to care about this. If you care about that, then you're going to have to care about this. It's all about what? We have to accept this, and we don't. It's not even that we don't care about it. You're saying we have to care. It's like, why? Why do we have to care? Why? Are we hurting anybody if we don't care? I mean, to just be passively not caring. Passively not caring. How's that? How what I think passively matter to you? What am I doing to you? Anyway, most of that is like, all I can do is sit here and watch. I wish I could vote somebody in there that would fix it. Yeah, good. Or what? I wish I didn't have to try to find a fix, like it was already working like it's supposed to. Or how about we have no government at all and we just let it go like it's supposed to? I mean, we won't try the last thing. It's like, because we're always pumped with fear. Always pumping us with fear. Yeah, well, we talked about this before, man. Fear motivates people beyond what they can even see. And they know. They know how to scare us all. And then it doesn't have to be scary boo-boo or scary catastrophe. They know how to scare you in the littlest ways, with the littlest things, about the littlest. While their issues are just superficial. They don't have any substance to what the government wants to do. Don't have substance to what would be best for everybody. Should I to say anymore. I mean, yeah, we could, but there's a couple things I would get going too far on. Not too far, what I say, but just I'm not here to rant. I don't want to rant. I'm talking about what you guys want to talk about. That's cool, man. Let's talk about this shit. I like that. Yes. Oh, we can continue talking about fear. That's our major one problem. We all have that really goes against us. There's no reason to be afraid of anything. Even like if a nuclear bomb dropped on us, that'd be just about as bad as a bear killing us. I mean, if we die, either one wouldn't matter how. Oh, Zeds, man, we are so in tune to what it was just 100 years ago. Communism, the government, the struggles of the people starving, people listening to the government. The government. How long? Why? Where? When? When did it ever happen somewhere in our history where we started listening to the government like they knew better? Why did we let the government just lie to us and act like, oh, okay, oh, that sounds so good. Oh, I like what he's saying. Because that's all the superficial comes from is these guys aren't saying anything. They're so shallow and empty in their lingo. And it always comes across as Ronald Reagan. Everybody's a Ronald Reagan. And now we got Zelensky, another Ronald Reagan. We'll just take an actor and make him politician. It's all about, yeah, self-reliance anyway. Right? I'm not reliant on the government, except for now, this point, my Social Security check. And whatever. Okay, I put my money in, I want it back, and I hope that continues. Whatever. It might not. I'm not asking for much, and they don't give me shit. I can live with that. That's just that. That's the freaking taxation we deal with. I don't do it either. I'm only talking about the government because they suck, and politics is not the solution. Life will be a struggle. Yeah, it'll be less of a struggle. As God we trust. Government will never lie. Right, before cotton, before railroads, before oil, before those things, We would go hunting, trapping, arts and crafts, beads, uh, food and farm, water. Water was clean. Didn't need anything. We didn't need anything else. Some heat, and there was plenty of wood. Whatever else. America is just rich and abundant. There was plenty, and we had a good life in the old days. And nobody could complain about anything because they didn't know what to complain about. There was nothing to complain about. Complaining really didn't happen, as far as I could tell. I mean, if you look at, yeah, we can only look so far back, like 1910, right? Or 1890, we'll say. You can see pretty clearly what was going on, what was life like. And the life was like it was hundreds of years ago for most everybody, except for a few. And then they started bullshitting us that we should be living in the city and we should work in the cotton field and make paychecks and we don't have to worry about growing food anymore. You just go buy it at the store. And if you think something's pretty, go ahead and buy it. It's only money. Go ahead and buy it. Or put it on credit because when did credit become available? It's been around forever. Reagan turned his back on the embassy, huh? Oh, I think I remember that stuff. I joined, and I joined because I thought we were going to war with Iran, and I joined before Ronald Reagan was president. It was still Jimmy Carter, and so I think I was in boot camp, and all that happened. They released the hostages, but yeah, I remember there was like there always is. They just leave people hanging, man. It's like rings of Vietnam and rings of Afghanistan. Just left them all hanging, and they just tell you. They even tell you to your face, "Oh, it's cheaper," and there's good reasons, but nah, it's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. They never told us the truth. Why would we pull out and just leave it to the enemy and let them have all our weapons, even like in Afghanistan? It's not to be proficient or lazy or whatever you wanted to say. Nah, come on. Part of the bigger plan. Afghanistan, anyway, they only got out because they wanted to start a new war. Where did we go after Afghanistan? So they started a new war. That's all. They were getting ready for, I don't know what you removed, but it don't matter. It's all right. Uh, yeah, government, they got none of their shit together. I could be optimistic about a lot of things or whatever, but not. Is our government going to get better? No, it ain't going to get better. Shit. All they do is lie better. They do a lot better job lying. They use their words very carefully. Yeah, that's a good point. by the war. They're just numbers, people dead. Why'd they die for your agenda? When did we ever really defend ourselves? If we're gonna have a military, so maybe the Revolutionary War, were we defending ourselves, or was it more like, well, Britain had been coming over anyway. They've been coming over every day, and all of a sudden we're saying, you can't come here no more. And we turned it into a war. It didn't have to be like that. We could have worked it out. I don't think Britain was going to work with us, but, still, don't send the taxes then. We went to war, so we won't have to send Britain taxes. And now we're still sending taxes. Like I'm saying, I don't think Britain was coming over and just coming over to kill us. Anywhere in the beginning. They weren't just coming over here just to kill us. Or take everything. They did want taxes. Now, we still do that today. We still go after the taxes. Yeah, it's history repeating itself, right? Like you were saying earlier. Yeah, 32 cents a gallon. And the heroin. Yeah, they had heroin back in the day. I don't know what that was at. So it was always a really deep story. It's pretty. Well, if it's going to be the heroin, we'll say that's a sinister shit. That's a sinister game they play with us. I'm gonna chill out some after all that talk. Smoke a little tobacco. Should I entertain you with my spirit stick? The heroin, I don't know. I know a little bit about it. But specifically, how deep did it get in that period of time you were talking about? Which I'm already starting to forget things. I can't remember why I said it, but I don't remember. So, I think we were talking about World War One, or not that time period. Appreciate that, Rubbernecker. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. So we still got people. That's the good thing. We got each other and others. Like Rubbernecker, enjoy your meal. All right, it's getting that point. That's cool. I ran out of things to talk about. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Zed, I appreciate you. Rubbernecker, thank you. New friends of mine here, I appreciate you. Oh, well. The white people are, like the Indians are, can't handle the alcohol. White people supposedly can't handle the drugs. Can't handle the ancient drugs. Can't handle the ancient drugs, cocaine. But they handle marijuana because marijuana is easy to handle. But yeah, anything after that, heroin, cocaine, peyote, or tripping is easy for some, not easy for others. Well, all right, Zed, go to sleep. Sleep is important. Everybody drink water and sleep. Better than being here. But if you come back around, I'll probably be here. Do, 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 do. What time is it, dude? I might have to check out for a few minutes. Yeah, I gotta go over and make dinner for my mom. See what she feels like. So I'm just gonna leave this up and rolling. I could put it on kaleidoscope too. I'll do that until I come back. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm gonna have to take over a cigarette and half a joint. I wonder if I should take a phone just in case. I can show the skies. It means I'll be sitting over there for an hour. Let me think about it. I'll think about it. Mossy. That's Mossy, yeah. I'm getting used to Mossy now instead of Messenger. I keep calling him Messenger, but Mossy's his name, and it's a cool name. Work harder on that. All right, I might come up on a live stream if the skies are interesting enough. Last time I was outside, there was just chemtrails. There might be more. That might be the interest. All right, I'm lighting a cigarette. I'm gonna hit the road. I'll be back in a few. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Here we go. Let me try some. I've got to turn the other one on. And I'm gonna go to the kaleidoscope. Thanks, Zed. You have a good night or a good sleep. Yeah, you could fix it if you want to. That's completely up to what you feel like doing. I don't think it matters. It's gonna eventually become second nature again. All right, I think that's cool. I'm gonna bolt. Zed, Musty, appreciate you guys. Thanks for dropping in, man. I'll be back. If you're still here, maybe some people will come through. That would be cool. Bunker time. What's up? Cheers. I'm back from what I had to do at my mom's. Didn't really take too long. What's up? All right, I'm ready for a cigarette. Should I keep smoking that? Let me try. Cigarette and a joint. Let me smoke a joint. That's ready to go. Cigarette, I'll have to roll it. Good joint. Yeah. Maybe lately a little bit. Mom just keeps giving me a hard time still. Anyway, now I'm smoking roll your own cigarettes too. So I smoke a little of each. Smoke a little bit of each. I just got back home from Mom's. She gives up. She don't want to do the little things. Oh, I only take a few hits at a time. This will be my 5th one probably. Anyway, I was smoking with my buddy here. Bunker time was relaxing with a blunt. So I started smoking with him. Hey guys, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette now. I'm tired early today. Just hit me now when I got home. Yeah, Mom don't want to do it anymore. She wants nurses to come over. She's gonna pay for it. I don't know. Like it's just like, you know what? You can't make coffee and toast or do your medication. I mean, put your pills in a little box. You know, she's giving up for just little things. And while her legs aren't getting stronger, they're getting weaker. She probably feels it. So she's like, I give up. And she's willing to, so far, she says she's willing to even pay for people to come over, cook. We got cleaners. We got Barbara. We got me. She wants more. And she just ain't finding it easy. Yeah, you know, that's the problem. It's just not easy to take care of yourself. I can't. I just that ain't doing nothing, and I can't do all that. So, that yeah, and so, right, she can't face reality. Me there 24 hours, she'd just be yelling at me all the time anyway. She would not be happy having me or anybody there 24 hours. Just take care of yourself a little better. You gotta work on exercise and water, and that just kills her because I keep talking about it. I think she's getting dehydrated again. And it don't matter if anybody lives there 24 hours a day, that's not going to get her to drink more water. Make sure she don't fall. The stuff she really needs. And well, she just wants a maid. Okay, well, get a maid. I told her, you got money, get a maid. Get somebody to, like you're looking for. I've really given up half of my life at this point. I can't just give up everything, which ain't much, you know, but I do need to be here at home, you know. I need to be, like everybody wants to be home. And home where it's safe. So anyway. Yeah, I think this is just more of her trying to get me to move in with her, and I can't do it. I'm having trouble with my thumb, man. My thumb hurts. So I gotta get a rolling machine, huh, Mike? But then it's too easy. It'll be smoking more cigarettes. I don't need a rolling machine. I'm only going to smoke 2 more packs and I quit. 2 more packs and I quit. Well, here she calls. She's calling again. Hold on. Or she made a mistake calling me. My phone rang for 1 ring. Pete wants to come back in. I don't know why. So this is a cigarette. They work, but yeah, I'm gonna quit. I got 2 packs. Last time I bought the nicotine vapes, I spent $40 on 2 Nick vapes. This time I spent $40 on rolling tobacco. That's only tobacco and water. And these are trash. This shit's trash. Remember these? Trash. Because they just make me sick. Probably get me more addicted. But I've given up. I'm going to small cups of coffee starting tomorrow. Got rid of the big coffee cup. Look at Pete. Yeah, no, Nick vapes suck. Well, Nick vapes got into my head too much, and so do the other ones. Nick vapes went straight to my head. So did the other vapes. I just smoke flower. I think the other vapes, they increase your THC tolerance. I still smoke. I only smoke 3 joints a day. Sometimes only 2. The newer vapes that are like, I don't know, but they're even stronger. You know, I forget what they're called. 100%, whatever. Right. I'm not saying what's better. I'm just saying what it does for me. It does to me. Um, you know, like I don't know. RSO is pretty good. That's all natural too. So, you know, I can't say anything bad about RSO. It's just the whole plant pressed. It's like good honey oil. Yeah, I've always just stuck. Yeah, I tried it a couple times. Dabs, you know, it's just too much. I'm so old school, man. I only want a little buzz, man. It'd be like me drinking a glass of wine. I only want a little glass of wine, thank you. I don't want to get wasted every day or all day or and well, you know, I don't know how much you smoke, whoever smokes a vape. But after a while I couldn't even smoke it. It was just too harsh. Again, that's just my experience. You never tried dab? Oh yeah. There's so many people doing dab or sugar or whatever. I don't know what the variations are or mean. And yeah, I'm sure it's good stuff, man. You want to get wasted. Probably I would be tripping on it. Alright, that's half a cigarette. The other thing about roll these on cigarettes, I can't smoke the whole thing, so that's helping me get weaned off of it. So things are changing. I gotta say, things are changing. Some of it I don't like. Some of it for the better. It's gotta happen. And trying to make that change for the better is gonna be a part of the battle. The other stuff that ain't going the way I want it to, yeah, that's just the way that is. I don't think there's anything else I can do now. Really. Be somebody who can visit. I still do what I do. I just took out all the trash and freaking picked up all the pills that she spilled, and I gave her a salad to eat. and she didn't like everything being mixed up. I'm like, that's salad. I'm like, oh my God, you're making it too hard anyway. If you can't just, if you're hungry, you should be hungry now, and you ain't hungry enough, and you're not going to just eat it. I don't want this anymore. Okay. She's like me when I was a kid. I took 3 bites. I can't eat it. I'm not going to eat it. All right, cool. There you go. But, I'm not going to make you. That was the difference there. There's a lot of food in that house, too. There's plenty of food ready to eat. Pop in the toaster, microwave it, eat it cold. There's plenty of ready to eat. Yeah, I get major coughing fits from that shit. That's what I mean, anyway. And yeah, I got wasted off of one hit. I told the guy, I'm like, can't do anymore. Never mind. No, thanks anyway. Oh, try these dabs. No, I tried them, man. Nah. And man, that's scary to me. Yeah, it's just too much work. And man, you're playing with fire. Now, they're gonna hurt themselves, but you're playing with fire. And you don't hurt yourself, man. You got fire in your house every day. It's like a fire hazard. To some degree, I'm just very sensitive to safety and fire. All right, frosty tops, huh? Yeah, this stuff I got the peach is 31%. That's pretty good whenever you get over 30. And it used to be I was just trying to make it over 25 or I wouldn't go get any if it ain't over 25. Now I'm like, yeah, I can always get 28, 29, 30 and higher regularly. Arizona's gotten better and it's cheap. $60 for an ounce, 31%. I don't like the taste. I bought some other stuff, mix it in with, but does work. They have pretty good deals in jars. Jars is the name of the dispensary. Nirvana was pretty good, but I don't have to go out that far anymore. I don't know if they're still competing, but I don't have to look around. The competition is so fierce between dispensaries in Arizona. And their deals are deals. And it doesn't matter what the numbers are, man. It keeps getting cheaper instead of more expensive. And that's surprising. So I buy the highest THC I can, but it's always some of them is on sale, and they knock 50% off. And it might be small buds. I don't care. Sometimes it ain't, so whatever. I'll take either. I don't know. That could be so true anyway. Um, New Mexico is ahead of us, as far as I know. Like, and they keep it all real, and it's not the place you could be expensive anyway. I mean, in California, you could charge $80 an eighth, but you can't do that in New Mexico. Most of Arizona wouldn't do it. They wouldn't deal with that. Same here, that's all, right? Because, yeah, I could pay $55 an eighth if I wanted to, sure. No, I always try to stay around $10 a gram or less. So, now, an ounce for 60, that's pretty good. Well, I can't do math, but probably somewhere near 50%. I mean, $5 a gram. 6 and 14 don't math together. In my head. Oh, keep telling me that. I gotta grow. That's what I gotta do anyway, even if it is reasonable. Why give them any money if I could just have a good crop? I could almost grow all year. So I don't know if the season would cooperate with that, but it's still probably only like April to October. I don't know if the pot does anything during the winter. But temperature would be good and there's plenty of sun. Everything else can still grow. Everything else is still growing here. It got a bunch of rain and it's booming, growing. All right, that was the cigarette, and I only took a few hits off of it. Is that the cigarette or the joint? This is the joint. That smokes more. Oh no, I don't want 10%. Yuck. It don't taste good. I need the high THC because that's the bud that tastes the best. That gets you high quicker and without smoking so much. Like harsh on the lung. I need above 25% so I can almost guarantee it won't be too harsh. So I would definitely start with the good stuff. Why practice? I could just do seeds anyway, but I should look into clone or whatever. But it would be outdoors. I think outdoor is definitely the way to go in my situation. I already use enough electricity, just heating and cooling. And the sun would just do all the work. All I have to do is water. Right, and that's why I have never really thought to get into it because it's too much science, and I don't know if I could pull all that off. Uh, but I don't know how much harder is it from regular pot. You still gotta dry it. How much harder? Why is it harder? Yeah, I'm not going back to high school. Homegrown. I thought clones would make it easier, maybe, or isn't cloning or using clones or the other method I'm not familiar enough with. Got it. Nah, I need primo bud, man. I need primo. Smoked so much crap over the years. I almost quit several times, and lots of times didn't smoke much, if any. But I always went back, get some more somewhere. Usually disappointed. Not always, so it was always worth trying again. Where is extra phone? Where is that extra phone? Just can't think straight. What did I go look up? I forgot that's looking for. So, yo. Yeah, I got high. I'm pretty high. Your mouth is dry. You're pretty high. I was gonna look up some. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Oh no, I had freaking. I grew a little bit, but I didn't have much success. One year I had pretty good ward plant. I called it the Christmas tree, and I smoked it between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it came out good. But a lot of times I got spider mites. That would just ruin it, and it ruined it, and it was ruined. So for the spider mites, for sure, the reason why I don't even bother. Outside though, you don't have spider mite issues, right? As far as I know, not so like you do when you're growing indoors, but they might be out there. I don't know. Yeah, I'm afraid to like do much and then be disappointed. I gotta clean up my freaking YouTube. 2 a.m. Wow. Yeah, man. I would be dropping in every day instead of I had to buy every 2 weeks because it's an hour plus drive with round trip and other stops that have to be made. It's usually 3 hours to go to town. So I try to buy almost as much as I can get usually, or I just have to get what I can get on that day every 2 weeks. But it's worth it. I mean, once I go in town, hey, whatever. It's fun. But I always pre-order. That way I can see how much everything is. See where the deals are. Do it online. I don't like going in and browsing. And that's what 90% of people do. Browse. Stand in line and browse. And I don't like standing in line. And browsing is pretty hard. It's all behind the counter and stuff. You have to get them to tell you everything about it. If you want to try new things, that's the way to do it, though. Yeah, I was paying 100 to 200 And I was doing okay. I thought that was all right, and the prices came down. I'd say hello to Birdfinger. All right, I'm gonna smoke another joint, Mike. Pro B is not there. Hey, I got another joint rolled, man. I'm in good shape. See, I was just telling you, man. I don't really smoke that much. This will be the third joint, and I probably won't smoke. No way I'm smoking all this tonight. It's pretty late. It's going on 6 o'clock. And part of that will be I'll be going to bed early after smoking this joint. That's yeah. Pot got so much better. Can actually enjoy it now. And it isn't even more about. It's not even so much like how much higher you might get. It gets you a little higher, but it tastes better. Smells better. All right, get you high. Will always get you high. You know, sometimes not, sometimes it will, but not usually now anymore. It's good. Messenger, what do you think? Start another stream? Bring some more people into the conversation again? I mean, I was just thinking, I should have said first, I appreciate you hanging out with me, bro. Nobody else has been here for a while. That's what I was thinking about. And if you weren't here, I would have already done it. Just you. All right, cool. All right, go get some supper. That sounds cool. That's good stuff. I'll be eating something here in a minute myself. Figure out something easy. Now I'm getting my mixed up. I'm getting my joints and my regular roll of my own cigarettes mixed up. Unless I got two joints here. No, that's a cigarette. You know what? Now I think I can feel the difference. Cheers, everybody. Right, that sounds good. I think I will have chicken meatballs, sweet and sour sauce, rice. Yeah, I'm gonna stop drinking coffee soon here. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a little cup. Okay. Alright, that's tobacco. Maybe I should just do spliffs like the rest of the world. Smoke them at the same time. Yeah, I keep telling myself though. I'd be like, I'd be getting more high smoking pot more often all day. or I don't know. I mean, it works. It gives you a buzz. That's why I smoke one after the other, pot or that cigarette. Yeah. Trying to figure out how to quit smoking too. I don't plan on quitting pot, so still thinking about it. Anyway, I'll smoke a joint while I think about it. Cheers, everybody. Bird fingers going nutso. Since nobody's chatting, you guys want to just change the view a little bit? Cheers. Yeah, there it is. I only took one hit and put it out. Well, I don't think I'm ready for another. Hey, I did the same thing today. What? Before I came back in here again. What else did I do? I do things for mom. I took mom's trash out today, also. So really, that was a part of, or mostly the part of what I got accomplished today. I'm buzzed. All right. I like it when I can't talk straight. It's hard to get a sentence out. That tells me I'm buzzed. The other thing it tells me I'm buzzed is my vision is not what it used to be at the moment. Drastic vision change. Which are good things. Changes perception. That's what I'm asking for. Cool. That sounds awesome. Watch out for the Christmas crowds. They're out there already. Over here, when I go into town, I can see the difference. I'm about to be hitting the bed soon, getting really sedated. Or get in that real deep relaxation I like when I go to bed. I'll be up early again in the morning. So Mossy, I'm gonna start another one. Freshen it. Let's get a fresh one. Appreciate my friend. I know you jump. So let's do it.